Hey, it's Trisha Arietta. I'm double teaming you this morning on Wellness Within. Just a minute, Michael. We're going to make a bone broth this morning. I'm getting it started anyways for next week, and I figured if somebody was on there that wanted to know how to make bone broth, this is a great video to watch. I've been making it for a really long time. Last year, my mom bought me an Instant Pot, and primarily to make bone broth making a lot easier. So like in the past, we had bone broth like sitting on the stove. It was super annoying because you just had it going constantly, and you just kind of had to keep your mind kind of on what phase you were in bone broth making. So this morning, what you're gonna need is, I'm making this from frozen bones that were in my freezer. So earlier this week, we made a roast, and I made, I kept the bones from that one, and then I had some more from some other time. I made a soup and realized that I really don't have any much more bone broth stock left. So I'm gonna make this to freeze half of it and put the other half in the refrigerator to drink this week. So I am just going to put in the bones into the Instant Pot. This is like super easy. You know, a lot of stuff that I do isn't, I don't know what this is doing in here. Oh, I don't know what that is. Mike must have put that in there. And then you're going to take the second one or whatever you have and just dump them all in. It doesn't matter if you mix the bones from different chickens. I guess you could even mix beef and chicken bones. I don't do that. And then the next thing you're gonna do is, I like to put a bay leaf in because, I don't know, I just like this flavor of it. And I like how it makes the broth taste. I don't put any extra salt in it in the beginning when I'm making it like this because I've already roasted it. And by the way, roasting the bones really makes the flavor in the broth taste so much better. So never throw out your chickens when you roast them. The other thing, this is controversial. I'm gonna do it on this one because these are older bones, but apple cider vinegar is meant to pull some of the minerals out of the bones. There is some research that says that it doesn't actually do that, but I feel like it's in the pressure cooker and it's probably gonna be doing that. So I like to put like a teaspoon in. You can put more. I don't like the taste of vinegar necessarily, so I want the mineral in there, but I don't wanna overwhelm my broth with that. And then the last thing you're gonna do is just take your water and you're gonna fill it up. And I'm gonna bring the camera over so you can see how far to fill it up. But there's a line, there it is, on your Instant Pot that, and I don't have enough water. I'm just worried about that. While that's filling up, I'm gonna show whoever is watching or for future, this is the line, can you see that? Right there that you're gonna wanna fill it up to. Whoops. And not higher than that because you don't wanna, you want the pressure to be able to work. And then you just make sure, the other thing is that your gasket in your Instant Pot, make sure that's in there. I'm gonna do another video later, not today, but on how to do yogurt, and that I take that out when I make the yogurt. So then just keep filling it to the max, to the 2/3, close enough. Okay, and then you're just gonna take your Instant Pot lid and you're gonna place it on the back thing. You're gonna make sure this pressure top thing is closed, and then you're just gonna close it. And then on the front, what you're gonna push is, let me see. Let me turn this camera. I don't know if I can turn the camera around. Let's see. I think I can. Okay. So on the front, you're gonna push the soup and the broth. And I'm taking this up to 12 hours, maximum amount of time. I don't know why it's not going faster. I think actually I just gotta do that. Sorry about that. You're gonna push pressure cook. Sorry about that. And I'm gonna just, that's not right. Okay, I'm gonna have to, I don't know why I'm getting confused on this. I feel like it's usually clunks up. So anyways, you want this number to be, I'm gonna put these directions in the bottom, but you wanna do it for 12 hours and then do it again for 12 hours. Why is this taking so long? So that's what you're gonna do. And you're gonna, I'm gonna turn this back around. And then at the end of it, you're gonna strain out the bones on through a metal strainer. You're gonna hear that noise, and that means that it's gonna come up to pressure. Then you're just gonna let that thing cook, and that's it. So then you strain the bones off, or the bones out of this broth, and then you're either gonna let it cool down, and you can put it into mason jars, like, you know, like the ones, these, and put them in the refrigerator. I have done that in the freezer, but they've exploded. So if you do put them in the freezer, make sure you leave about this much, just a second, this much headroom, so that when it expands, when it freezes, it's not going to explode. Or you can put them in plastic bags, whichever works for you. Okay, well, happy Saturday. That is the bone broth for the week. Tomorrow I'll have some really good bone broth, and I hope this video was helpful. All right, have a great Saturday.